Hi, Mark Savage here with Savage on Wheels. You know, a lot of times we've been talking about electric cars and hybrid cars of late. Well, not every car is a revolution. Some cars are an evolution. And this evolution that we've seen here is the Nissan Rogue. You know, this is Nissan's best-selling vehicle, so hey, it's been selling well. You're not going to change it a whole lot. But they've changed it some, and they've made some upgrades on it, which of course is what you do as you evolve your cars. You know, the front end, I think it looks a little nicer. They've changed the lighting on it a little bit. This is the main headlight. This is your running light and your turn signal up here. They've added more chrome to the nose, and they've kind of enhanced the look of the grille a little bit here, I think, just to set it off a little bit. And they've kind of squared up the whole body just to make it look, I think, a little more muscular, which is, of course, what everybody seems to like these days in their SUVs and crossovers. I think of this as an SUV because that's what it started out as. You know, we got the wheel well covers here. We got a little more chrome on the side. They've also put aluminum into the doors and the front fenders to lighten the weight a little bit. So that's going to give you a little bit better gas mileage. And then they've made it a teeny bit longer, not a lot longer, but it gives you a lot more cargo room than you had before, like 4 more cubic feet of cargo space back here in the back. We've got a little underfloor storage, not a ton, but it does go all the way back to the split seats, and you got a teeny bit more leg room in the back. Also, they pumped up the horsepower by 11 horsepower, which 181. It's not fantastic, but it's very sufficient. You know, we'll show you when we get out on the road here that it drives just fine. So, some little bit of improvements, little tweaks here and there. Okay, so this is the Platinum version, of course, which is the top of the line. The Rogue is available in a number of trims, front-wheel drive. This has all-wheel drive. And the Platinum goes for almost $40,000. So you're looking at probably 27 to 38, kind of for starters, and a little bit more if you had a few options on. One of the things that they've done here is they've got this brand new, it's about 12 inches worth of instrument panel, all digital, but it can show you a number of different things, so you can program it however you want it to look. And we also have a heads-up display that pops out of the top of this thing. It displays up on the screen on the window, so it's about 10 inches wide up there. You got a 9-inch screen here for the info screen, which is, I think, a nice looking thing. You can see we can go audio, and we can hit a little of everything down here. We can go back to the map. And heated seats, heated steering wheel, and easy to use dials and buttons right here. So another nice job. This one has an all leather interior. They call these zero gravity seats that I guess are based on something NASA has worked on. And again, very nice. And I don't know if we can show you here, Paul, but we got a number of, you know, we got the kind of that diamond pattern going on the seats. So a little bit more luxurious for this top of the line model that goes for nearly 40 grand. Also, of course, overhead, the giant sunroof. Everybody's got a panoramic sunroof these days. And this one has the dual panel. We're here in rainy Wisconsin, but we'll show you. I don't think it's raining too bad on us right now, Paul, so it won't get us real wet. But nonetheless, so again, just about all the bells and whistles you'd want, all the safety features that you'd want on the car, as you'd expect. So we're taking a little spin on the Rogue right now. Again, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. They've increased the horsepower by 10% for this year. One of the other things, it's a new unibody construction for this, so it's a little stiffer structurally, and generally that helps the ride because it's easier to tune the ride. They got a different multi-link rear suspension in it now. All good stuff for long term and to make the vehicle a little more nimble and give you a little more sophisticated ride. So I think you know, again, it's not always huge changes, but just enough to make you feel like the vehicle's moving forward and that you're getting a little more for your money. You know, like most crossovers and SUVs these days, there are a number of modes that you can put this in. Right now we're in Sport, which firms up the steering wheel a little bit, makes you get the shift points a little later so that you get a little more power. But it's easy. You just dial it in. We got Eco, of course, which is going to lower your use of gasoline because you're going to have a higher shift points. We can also go to Auto, which is what you're going to keep it in most of the time. And Snow, which here in Wisconsin, we love to have a snow setting. And then Off-Road, if we decide to go into the off-road trailing areas here and some of the paths that maybe take us out if we're going to go hunting or something. So, again, nice to have the choices, and another little plus here in the Rogue. Just a couple other little things that we want to show you here with the Rogue. Look at this door. We can open it almost 90 degrees. If I'm a family with a car seat and I want to have it right here, look at this. Look how easy it is. I can get into this thing and load that thing up. So that is a really nice feature. And you don't want the baby to have too much sun in his eyes, so we got a nice little sunshade we can pull up here on both the back windows. Basically, again, a lot of little improvements for the Rogue. Another thing I don't think I've mentioned is ProPilot is their kind of semi-autonomous driving system that's on the car. You know, you got the smart cruise control so that it slows up when there's people in front of you and so forth. But this also, if you're coming up on a highway exit ramp and you're getting off, and it of course has navigation and so forth, but that ProPilot system knows that, it will slow you down on that ramp. Or you're going into a sharp curve and it thinks you're going too fast, it will slow the car up a little bit there too. Just another little safety feature. So Rogue, still a good vehicle, improved from what it used to be. I think it's a nice family SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it.